In this video, I'll be discussing the Squarespace text block. I'll be showing you everything that you can do with it natively on Squarespace, and also taking you through all of the different options that is on the Squarespace text block. So let's get into it. Over at Squarespace, the block that I will be discussing in this video is the text block. So let's add a text block to our Squarespace website so we can discuss it a little bit. When you add a text block for the first time, you will have a lot of different options here. It's very similar to all of the options that you would have on basically any text editor like Word, Google Docs, and all of that. But let's go through every single option so we do not have anything untouched. The first thing that you will see here is these three dots. This is for the Squarespace AI. It's quite good. I use it sometimes for writing filler text, and it actually works quite well if you wanted to get some help in creating text. So let's just check it out. I'm going to write a text about Scotty Scheffler. I watched golf this weekend, so I'm quite into it. Let's check it out. We can stop it there. You can see that you can basically work it like ChatGPT and make it create some text for you. Going further down the hierarchy here, you will see that we have the possibility to change between the different headings or the text styles. You have heading 1, which is like the main heading for the website, heading 2, heading 3, and so on. If you wanted to change the size for your headings, what you would want to do is head into site styles and then into fonts. And you will see that you have the possibility here to come into the headings if you want to change the size. So for example, the heading 1, you can do it here. If you want to change the size of paragraphs, you can also do it here. And you also have the possibilities to choose between the style, the font weight, and also letter spacing and line height. So that is where you would do like styling of the fonts, not directly on the text block. But you can also do that if you wanted to. You can add some custom code to the text block if you wanted it to be only to that text block. But I will show you how to do that in a later video. So coming back to the text block, going further down here, you will of course have the possibility to add bold text here and there, and also some italics. Then you will have the possibility to choose between colors. You can choose between your palette that you have on your Squarespace website, but you can also even choose a custom color if you want to do that as well. Then we have this option right here. It's called scale text. And essentially what that does is it scales to the size of the paragraph. So if I take a little of this text out, you will see that when I use it, it becomes bigger when I scale it. I don't really use it that much because I like to have control of how big my texts are on each and every single device. So I don't want it to be looking a little bit weird on mobile. For example, if you see right here, it's going to be a little bit small on mobile for my liking when we use that scale text. So usually I don't use it that much, but there are some use cases for it as well where it can be useful. But I'm going to hover that off and just maybe put this at heading 2 so everything is looking good. I realize that this text doesn't really look that good right now, but let's not think that much about this. Let's also remove these things right here. Coming down here, you have the possibility to add highlighter for the text, and you will see that we have some different options regards to highlighting. For some designs, I actually like using this one, and you can choose between all of these different ones, and you have the possibility to change the color, again, between the palette that you have on your website, but also even for making a custom one like this. You will see that you have the possibility to change between having it round or a square, the thickness of it, and also if you want to have an animation on load for it to be seen. For example, you can see here that you have that possibility. I'm just going to keep that as it is. Then you will have your add a link. So for example, if you want to add a URL to it, you can do that. But you can even also add a file to it and an email and a phone. So you have a couple of options here as well. Then we have the alignment. If you want it to be center aligned, right aligned, or maybe even left aligned, or this one, you can also do it. I'm just going to add the center line. Then you have the possibility to add it like in a quote. It will look something like this. Let's turn that off. You will have the possibility to add it as a bullet point, as a number point. So 1, 2, 3, etc. And then you have the possibility, if you want to, add a line over the text like this. Align it again. You can see that when we click on this, it's going to be aligning it slightly to the left or right. You have the possibility to add text as plain text, text that is not styled. For example, sometimes when you add text from, for example, Word or Google Doc, it will have some sort of styling on it. So you can add it in here and it's going to strip out all of that styling. So it's going to be added as plain text. And sorry for that. And finally, you have the possibility to remove basically every single styling for that text with this one right here. And again, finally, the delete for that. But you also have the possibility when you click it like this, you will have some more possibilities. You have the possibility to, when you click on this, it's going to edit it. And this is the style background. So let's add a style background. You'll be able to add it like this, change between the coloring and all that. This is the vertical align. You can choose between center, bottom, or top. You also have the possibility to pin it. And what that basically means is the text is going to be pinned. So it's going to be dragged down, as you see here. If I make this a little bit longer, you will see that it's going to follow down. And that is what that pinned icon means. So I'm just going to remove that pin. And then finally, you have the possibility to duplicate it if you need to duplicate something that you like. So that was a quick video on all of the different options that you have on the Squarespace text block. If you found this useful, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, the links are down below. And as always, have a great day.